Moose music. Moose was walking in the woods when he came across a mud puddle. There, sticking out of the mud, was an old fiddle. "Fantastic," Moose said, and he pounced on it. He drew the bow across the rusty strings. This made a dreadful, ear-splitting screech that rattled all the leaves for all the leaves on all the trees for miles around. "Lovely," said Moose. Downriver, the beavers were building a dam. "Come on, everyone," called Father Beaver. "One last big effort. Heave!" Screech went the fiddle. Crash went the dam. "Get that moose away from here," yelled Father Beaver, but Moose had already gone. Bear was busy stealing honey. He stretched out his paw as far as he could towards the nest. Screech went the fiddle. Crash went Bear. Take that horrible instrument elsewhere," he shouted, but Moose didn't wait to be told twice. Jack was cutting down trees. They always fell just where he wanted them to. Screech went the fiddle. Crash went the tree. "Come back here," Jack shouted, but Moose thought he'd better not. Moose sat on a log. He hung his head. "It seemed that there's no one around here who appreciates good music," he said, and he got up and plodded sadly off into the forest. At last he came to a beautiful and deserted place. He watched the sun slowly sink behind the mountains. Lifting his fiddle, he began to play with all his heart. "Lovely music," said a voice from the trees. "It makes me feel like singing," said the lady moose. "Please do," said Moose. The grating of her voice was every bit as horrible as Moose's fiddle. It rasped and howled and echoed around the lakes and mountains. Moose gasped. His ears shook, his eyes bulged, he quivered all over. It was just the sort of sound that mooses really like. Moose was in love. "Lovely," said Moose. "Let's do it again." "Yes," said the lady moose. "Let's make music together."